So we've got a new fancy phone, a new version of a device which I featured previously on the channel. The very special collaboration between iQOO and BMW M Motorsport. If you've got one of these M cars, this could be like the ultimate accessory, as you just sort of have it on the center console or in the cup holder. Well, this is the new version, the iQOO 11. And last time around, I was kind of surprised by a couple different things on that device, especially the speed of the fingerprint scanner. Do you recall this?
That is so much more satisfying and so fast.
We have a new version, 2 color variants for this model. It should retail for somewhere around USD 700. Although the initial regions it's launching in don't include the US, of course, this will expand over time. It's currently launched internationally in Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia. The Indian version has yet to launch. Of course, there's also different memory and storage specifications depending on which version you go for. All right, just before I crack into it, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 mobile platform, 2K E6 AMOLED display, V2 chip, 120 watt flash charge, vapor chamber liquid cooling system, 50 megapixel GN5 ultra sensing camera. Main camera 50 megapixels, there's an 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 13 megapixel telephoto with a 16 megapixel front facing camera, and you have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Available with 8 gigs RAM 256 storage or 16 gigs RAM 256 storage. I think you're gonna want this color, which is the white with the triple stripe. The other color that they're putting out is a dark model for those that are, I guess, want it to be a little bit more stealth. The whole point of the special edition is M Motorsport, and so I feel like you might as well go all the way with it and get the blue, black, red stripe. So like the previous version, we have a fairly hefty camera section sitting in this location. The texture, satisfying. It's a leather-like, very grippy. This is not one of those slippery phones that's gonna fly out of your hand. It mimics the interior, possibly, of an M Motorsport vehicle. This side of the device is gonna have your volume rocker as well as your power switch, USB-C on the bottom for that 120 watt fast charging, SIM tray, speaker, nothing over here. And also you have a sort of slender edge frame. The display doesn't curve, it's a flat display, but this makes the phone feel slimmer than it actually is. The center portion of the frame protrudes beyond the rear and front plate. Look at that. Some special paperwork. iQOO Monster inside. M4 GT3. Wow, that's pretty. Well, you could get buying something like that. And an included case. This time they went for a clear case so you can still show off your M Motorsport. It's just gonna shine right through there. Pretty basic case just to get you up and running. Oh, look at that beast. 120 watt fast charging. It's going to be a beast when it comes to recharging. A longer than usual cable. That is a Type-C to mini jack for audio. Let's go ahead and plug in. There you go. 4%. And then going up in real time. And I won't need to have this plugged in for very long to get up to 10%, for example. And when I took it out the box, it was at 4. Look at this. It's flying right now. Look. Keep an eye on that. Man, 120 watt is no joke. And 10%. If you haven't experienced super fast charging, in this case, they call it flash charge. When you're in a pinch and you're low on battery, you're about to take a trip, like whatever it is you're trying to catch up to, and you can just quickly brush your teeth, plug this in, and then go from 4 to 20% battery in that amount of time. That is a very rewarding characteristic, and it's something that you really wish all phones had at this point in 2022. We're almost at 20% now. Screen size is 6.78 inches, 3200 by 1440. Peak brightness, 1800 nits. It does have stereo speakers and Qualcomm Snapdragon sound certification. The super delicate Clutaperi pattern, which is often used in the surface of high-end watches, was chosen as the background of the tri-colored stripes, begetting a precise, classically elegant appearance. Ah, yes. Subtle. Fascination meets innovation. The phone is 40. Yes. Buttery smooth. Now you can see it's a symmetrical design on the front. Front-facing camera, dead center, 16 megapixel. and a very symmetrical bezel. Slightly, ever so teeny tiny, slightly bigger chin on there. Damn close to symmetrical. So Mo just told me I don't need to snap photos because he did a much better job. We have 3 cameras, so 1x, 2x, and 0.6. HDR is in there, night mode is in there, 8K video is in there. So this is a standard lighting on Will's streaming computer. Look at that beauty from Zydax right there. This is with very limited lighting or low light, still looks really nice. And over here we have pitch black. Now, obviously the system itself is outputting light. Oh, this is the crazy high resolution. Is that a Linus Tech Tips screwdriver right there? What a beauty. Look at the little nubs on there. Way more pixels than you'll ever need, but you can obviously do it. You can shoot an ultra high resolution image. Here we have 8K video. Well, it's tremendous footage. It's a little shaky, thanks to Mo, you know, shaky hands over there, but you're getting some crazy pixels out of your smartphone. 4K 60, yeah. You're flying, man. That's illegal. That's not street legal, is it?
Oh, that's the sports.
That's young Mo. Living life. Ooh, portrait mode with Jack. Check that one out. I know when you were taking this, you were showing me you can obviously make adjustments for how aggressive you want the portrait aspect to be. So yeah, so versatile camera. As far as the focal range is concerned, here's your ultra wide. There's the exact same frame, but on the main camera. And then obviously your telephoto.
Why in a moment here? He's mad at Elon, actually.
Stereo.
But it could be for good reason, these decisions that have been made. He's not angry about this first story. This first story is, oh, I don't know, maybe you're indifferent, I'm not sure.
It's definitely stereo delivery right there. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about this version compared to the previous version. Obviously, it's a slightly different approach that they took here. You had Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 on the last model. You still had a 50 megapixel. They kept the same screen size on the front as well. The battery is bigger this time around, from 4,700 milliamp hours up to 5,000. But I also really like having the new chip, and obviously carrying on and forward with 120 watt fast charging seems to be fitting for a device catered to speed with the M Performance collaboration and branding. It is a special phone. It's a unique phone for somebody who's looking for something a little bit different.